Hi everyone, Adam with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Thule TracRac on our 2019 Ram 2500. So this ladder rack system is going to be ideal for you guys who just got a big old truck and you guys plan to use it. Whether you're just maybe just putting up a ladder or some 2x4s, maybe some equipment for the construction site. Whatever it may be, I do think we're going to have a lot of use out of this, and we're just going to be able to also put a bunch of different attachments. So even if you're not really the worker type, you just have a bunch of outdoorsy stuff you want to get to and from, this is going to allow you to maximize your truck. It's definitely a plus just because it'll just go onto your rails of the truck, and the cool thing about it is just the fact that we will be able to get about 800 pounds of weight capacity up on top of here, but we still have all the room to use our truck just as if we didn't have the ladder rack installed. So we do have two different colors. I picked the black one just because it kind of goes with the truck a little bit more. I'm not really trying to stand out, but we also have a silver one as well. So if it's going to either match your truck or you just want to make it shine a little bit more, the silver one is also an option. We have other options as well. Depending on what size your bed is, obviously we will be able to spread it out all the way to utilize all of that space. But if you need a little bit more for the longer loads, we are going to have a little extension that'll kind of extend over your cab. So if for some reason you guys do have a sunroof, it does sit up about 3 inches, the top of this bar, about 3 inches above your cab. So if you put a straight ladder on there, or even maybe some 2x4s with a little bit of bow in it, I don't think we'll have any issues making any contact with the cab or with our sunroof. So it was a no drill installation, which is always a plus for me. So if you're done using it, you can take it off and you don't have to look at holes when it's not on here, which is plus. We do have two little brackets. They're really, really strong, dark again, so you're not really going to be able to see them, which is good. And they get a pretty secure fit. One thing with these is we can just remove them whenever we want. It's not really difficult at all. It's very, very simple in my opinion. And also, even when you have a spray-in liner or a drop-in liner, it's going to work with most of those as well without any cutting or anything like that. At the end of the day, if you do have a 19 Dodge 2500, this is going to work great for it. But if you have any type of truck with a bed on it, it's going to be just as easy to install it as it was on this truck. And you can swap them out too. One ladder rack, you can just switch it from truck to truck. Super easy, so I would definitely recommend it if you're looking to maximize one of your trucks. So let's just go ahead and show you guys how to install them. Alrighty, we have our first bar up front already installed, so we're going to go ahead and put the back one on. If you're by yourself, I do suggest getting on the tailgate and grabbing it super light so it's not going to be too difficult. But we do want to make sure that these parts are going to be facing in. And we might have to adjust the length, but I think we're good. Pretty good. Just do a little bit like that. We want to make sure we're going to put these rubber pieces onto our rail. They do come with our kit. It's just going to protect your truck bed from any unnecessary wear and tear. Once we get it all lined up and nice and even on both sides, we're going to tighten these little screws right here to lock that into place. So all we really need to tighten up these two bolts, I'm going to be using a 7/32 Allen key here. Just go ahead and tighten that up. Doesn't have to be extremely tight. Don't want to over tighten it, but definitely get it nice and tight. So we'll go ahead and do the same exact thing for this side. So the next thing we want to do is take our clamps here and kind of undo them like that. And we're going to clamp them around. I like to do one closest to here and then closest to the end. That's just me. But you guys can do it whatever's going to work best for your guys' truck bed. And we do have a drop-in liner here, and we're not having any issues. So if you guys have a drop-in liner or even a spray-in liner, don't worry about it. Some of them will maybe come out to the ledge here, but if that's the case, you can just go ahead and make a little cut in there, and that's all you really need. You don't have to take off a whole lot of material. So I kind of just like to get them into place on both sides and just get them both hand tight. And once I get them all hand tight, I'm going to go ahead and use the same exact Allen key as before to tighten them down completely. And this is going to be the same exact thing for both sides. Also, what I like to do is go from one to the other just to make sure it's going to get cinched down nice and even. Just go until you feel a little bit of tension. Go to the other one, and then it'll kind of seat into place. Well, everyone, that just about does it for a look at the Thule TracRac on our 2019 Ram 2500.